bring it out. It's Gresham. He gets it across the 25 to the 27 after bringing it out of the end zone. So Oregon's offense comes onto the field first today. We've seen freshmen step into the running back position with big expectations many times. David, Herschel, Walker, Adrian Peterson, among others, and they hope that they found a guy like that here.
Well, and he's highly talented. He's got the skill set, obviously, highly recruited. Everybody talks about it. But this is a different animal, Palmer. Like when you come into this atmosphere and you got a bunch of full-grown men coming at you, I'm very curious to see how he responds. I know he has the physical ability, but is he ready for this?
He looks really good coming off the bus, I'll say that. He is definitely built different, but he's going to have to run different than he did at high school. David, you know this. You can't bounce every run to the outside and get away with it like you did at high school. I'm really curious to see the discipline he's going to have in this game, running the football now that he's playing against much tougher competition.
Moore will throw. It's complete to the right. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. This Boise State crowd bringing the noise. It's deafening here on third down. He did not make it a stone wall on third down. This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on fourth down. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The Ducks headed quickly to the line.
Great job by the offense, understanding where the sticks are. And look, they got the first down, and they're like, all right, let's crank this tempo up now. We got first down. Let's go fast.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back over the middle. It's low. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And the Ducks come to the line on third and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. With the catch, it's Moore. Quick step and go. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Oregon! They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better.
How do you take the crowd out of the game? Do exactly that. Take the football, drive right down the field, prove you're the better team, give them nothing to cheer about. That is a picture-perfect first drive.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So the Boise State Broncos offense has its first opportunity of the day. And Jesse, if there is an old war horse, a real war dad training facility, here he is, back to run the show again.
Well, that's a great point. There is no substitute for experience. There is a lot of expectation for this football team and for this offense because of that guy and because of all the big stages and all the big moments he's already played through in his career. A lot of people are really excited, David, because he has seen a lot of ball.
All the ball, all the defenses, has rid the emotion of being really high and really low. And so those experiences, those scars, they matter. They trust in him, and everybody on this offense is looking to him.
Let's talk for a second about Boise State. It's not the end of the world. This is not one of those be-all, end-all games that we used to have in a different era. But certainly for the winner, clear shot at a conference title and perhaps a spot in the country. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
And how about this defense? Your offense goes right down the field, scores on the first drive, and now you come out, get a big sack on third down, and force a punt. You talk about creating momentum early and shutting the home crowd up. Mission accomplished.
And they'll down this punt just inside the 40-yard line. This drive will get started from the 37-yard line.
And these punt returners only get so many opportunities to try to make plays, and do they want to make them? So much space back there when you punt them the football. But the thing is, look at all these guys flying down the field, all the speed on the field for that punt coverage team, and you could tell they caught up with them to force the fumble.
That's caught. It's Moore. Brought down at the 48 after a gain of 5.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to...
There he goes! Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. The Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Just a short pass to the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. And here comes the offense on second down. More to the air. Bringing the heat. That's reeled in. It's Davison. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 28. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
Able to make the stop after a gain of 2 to the 22. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Going to the ground. Able to move it ahead a couple of yards. He gets it down to the 20. They'll try to move the chains on third down from their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man quickly. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. The Ducks want to pick up the tempo. Needs it to keep this drive alive. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. That's about as close. Can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater. And the Ducks line it up with a first and goal. They'll move the wide receiver. Quick pass on the jet motion. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Ducks!
I know we're only in game 1, but in this half, you've got to be excited about what you've seen from this offense. Really nice rhythm. Quarterback's got great command on the field with respect to what they're trying to do. And they've got some weapons. I can't wait to see what this offense does this year.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. Gonna run it. It's gained. Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
The gift to the back. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. To the air, it's Madsen. Unloads to the wideout. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd. The Broncos send out the punt unit. That last punt basically flipped the field. They'd like to do it again. No fair catches here, looking for room. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Opening play of the drive from the 39. Here we go. From the gun, to Gill, looking for room. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Back to pass. Finds the tight end. That had all the makings of complete windshield. But how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? Rushes on him. Makes the grab on the left. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down. The Ducks will line it up on 1st and 10. With the catch, it's Moore. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. Picked up some yardage with that completion, now 2nd down. From the shotgun, they'll run it. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. The Ducks trying to win the day by running for another first down.
Run the football. It's always been the staple. We can go back as far as you want with Oregon teams. The ones that were good, they were built on the running of the football, the physicalness. Run the ball, baby.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Fires to the wideout. Snags it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon.
Man, I've been really impressed with this offense this first half. Coming in a hostile environment, hostile crowd. Man, they haven't given them anything to cheer about. Offense, defense, now up 20-0, and these people are eerily quiet in here.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. South Carolina steamrolled its way to victory today. They scored off turnovers, they scored on gadget plays, an all-around masterpiece that'll give the folks in Columbia a ton of confidence. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Looking to throw, it's Madsen. Got his man down the middle. And good coverage by the defense, just a short game. Guys, let's take just a minute and talk about Boise State. The portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. David, these guys went in there, got a nice little haul that really could set them up for success this season.
They did, and they didn't go bonkers and go crazy, Jesse. I like how they just saw a couple guys that they thought fit their system, fit their culture, and now they're bringing them in so they can rise the tide of this team.
Yeah, this feels like a curated roster, right? They only had a few holes that they had to fill up, but they went out, they put their effort into finding the right guy. They feel like they've upgraded their roster with just a few portal additions.
Nice move there. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. We now move inside 4 minutes to play here in the first half. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the right. Just missed on the connection, incomplete.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense has just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
Flips it out on the screen.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous, you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Tries to get it on the ground. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Well, there you're seeing the mentality of this head coach in the game, going for it on 4th down. A lot of guys would have tried to kick a field goal, but I think this guy knows, hey, we're not going to win this game putting 3s up on the board. We need touchdowns. Nice attitude.
Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup. From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Quickly complete. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
And listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They try to get it outside on the left. The Ducks get enough to move the chains.
Well, they They needed 2 yards to get that first down. That's exactly what they got. Great job of execution.
No secret about it. Just got to be physical, get a hat on a hat, low man wins, all the cliche.
Looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Ducks!
You talk about going on the road and making a statement. 27-0. Hostile environment beat. Dang, you talk about home field advantage? Well, it hasn't worked. They have come in and had answers and started this first half as good as you possibly can.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Fires to the big fella. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Always nice to have that security blanket of the tight end.
And it's nice to have a tight end that can line up in different areas of the field, too. It's not always going to be in a three-point stance. He can sometimes be in the backfield. You could flex him out into the slot. They might even try to put this guy out at wide receiver in the split end position and see what he can do there, because this guy is a weapon.
Back to pass, it's Madsen. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And protecting their quarterback is job number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, as many as you want to put it up. They got to make sure they take care of him so he can make those plays. Defense wins this rep. They win up front, get to the quarterback, and get the sack.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. And the Broncos will send out the punt unit. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. And after that punt, that's where they'll mark it. It'll be just inside the 35-yard line. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Throws to the wideout. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete. So now it's 2nd and long.
And that's not a surprise for this offense, man. They continue to find him. He's made those big plays. He's put some touchdowns on the board. He's been the big play guy in this offense. I don't think I'd stop it. We're still getting started this football game, and they're going to see more of those deep shots ahead.
It'll be 3rd and long. Tackle is made at the 38. Let's see just how daring they'll be on 4th down. And the Ducks will punt it away on 4th down. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. He makes a fair catch, couple of steps inside his own 25 at the 23-yard line. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Catch in the middle. It's Weatherly. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Grab behind the line. It's Gaines. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Broncos come to the line needing just inches for the first down. He'll do it himself. Oh, he's getting a hasty. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. And the Broncos moving quickly to the line. Looking to pass. It's Madsen. Unloads to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Yeah, and because of the pressure, the defense gets pressure on him immediately so quickly that he makes a bad decision, tries to throw it into double coverage. Really nice job pressuring the quarterback up front.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. We've got a timeout in the wane. Of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. The Broncos decide to punt it away. No return coming here as he signals for the fair catch and makes it right around the 30-yard line. Just enough time for one final play of the half. From the gun, running back on the field. Gets it past the marker. He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play. First half in the books. Time down to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, this matchup on that Smurf turf, sign me up for another half in Boise. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify.
The Ducks will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Got away from trouble and got rid of it.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have a chance to be complete.
And the Broncos need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on third down. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. They bring the punter onto the field now. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. A fair catch is made right at the 50. Great field position for the offense. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Here we go, here we go. He's got it on the right. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. The Ducks with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. The give to the back. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
We love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They're going to go right back to him on first down.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays, but he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
Got it in the middle. It's low. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. And the Ducks will snap it on 1st and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. Receiver on the move, gets the touch pass. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Moore will throw. Here's the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
The offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Zings it complete to the right. Touchdown, Oregon! And they take it in for 6 more points. This dude is revving his engine like that duck coming out on a motorcycle. He is putting up points and finding the promised land.
And it's nice to have a guy that can do that. Goodness gracious, they just keep finding at Oregon as trigger men, not only throw the football, but guys who can pick them up and put them down and make big plays.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Oh, the fumble, and the defense got it. They knocked him down after the takeaway and a big play for this defense. And maybe this guy was hoping somebody would bail him out, like a tuck rule or something.
Not going to be so lucky this time.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Ducks!
And add it on again. This offense has done whatever they want, however they want, and this lead has ballooned. When you start a season off, you want to build momentum. You want to defeat an opponent and beat them badly. That's exactly what they've done. This team looks ready to compete for a national championship.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. On the ground, it's Gaines. He's stopped again, and he's had a busy night, if not necessarily a productive one so far. The Broncos with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. To the air, it's Madsen. Oh, they're after him! And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
And if this offense wants to get back in the football game, it starts up front. Like, they've got to do a better job of protecting their quarterback. A third down and long situation coming up. They'll have another opportunity. They got to keep their quarterback upright.
And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. And the Broncos will punt this one away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And this punt will be down just inside the 30-yard line.
What a really good job by the punt team. Listen, you put all your speed, your athletes, a lot of starters are on these teams now in college football, and that's the reason why. You need these guys to go down, make plays, try to tackle these elusive guys in the open field, and hey, even cause a turnover, that's just gravy.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Quarterback on the keeper. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Here's the pressure. Their pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. The Ducks will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. They'll get this drive started from the 29. They'll start this drive going to the air. Fires to the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
And we haven't called his name a lot, and I think this offense, they need to find a way to continue to manufacture touches for the big tight end. And I don't care how you do it. I don't care where you line him up.
And the rush will get to him at the 25.
Well, we've seen this offense struggle early in this game, protecting the quarterback. They went in at halftime, thought they'd made the right adjustments, but it's not looking like it right now. They're still having issues keeping this guy standing up straight. Up front, they're just getting beat across the board.
They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. The Broncos will bring the punt team onto the field. Fair catch is signaled and made, and they'll go to work from the 27-yard line. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. They go to the counter. They make the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
A lot of smiles right now in this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because
it's a running room. They make the stop, and this running game moves the chains as they get the first down. The Ducks are in the hurry-up. Motion from the back. Moore to the air. Now he's going to break the pocket. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
This defense continues to do a great job of not letting a great athlete at quarterback make big plays on them. Great job pursuing him, keeping him in that cage, not letting him get out in the open field because we know he can do some damage. Nice job by this defense so far.
And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Gets enough for the first down, but not sure they'll get another playoff here in the third quarter. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. Continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Ready. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. And the Ducks can really attack on this second and short. They're there to stop him at the 21 after a pickup of 2. Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this third and short, they're still thinking touchdown. To the ground and trying to pick up the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Yeah, and if this offense can keep that rolling, if they can keep the physical ground game and continue to add these plays up as they go along, long drives, eat the clock with the lead, this coach will be ecstatic.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense. So they're...
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You can tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Here we go. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. Got his man downfield. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon.
And this kind of performance has to give this team so much confidence. Week 1, you go on the road into a hostile environment, and you put the beat down like this, this coaching staff is going to be happy on the ride home.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. He'll start the return inside his 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. Punches ahead, they'll give him a yard to the 13. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Gets it past the first down marker and still running.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Rides the back and leaves it. Getting that push, a pickup of 4 out to the... Six. Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running. 2 to the 28.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. And the Broncos will call on their punt team. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on him. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. And what a show we've seen from the man behind center. The aerial attack has been precise. They put up. He lofts one down the sideline. Snags it inside the 20. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks!
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he puts through the extra point. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Gentlemen, that pivotal top 15 battle is in the books. Here's how things went down. Florida dominated almost from wire to wire. And a game like this makes you harken back to those Chris Leak, Tim Tebow, Brandon Spikes teams that won it all in 2006 and again in 2008. Iron sharpens iron, and you just know a top 15 matchup like this is going to go a long way in telling the story of each of these teams' seasons.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update.
Ready? 21.
They'll give it to the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. He almost picked up up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
The Broncos come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They've gotten really productive play from their quarterback as well. Their passing game has been simply outstanding the entire game. They've put it in the end zone, and they will get your attention with the numbers they put up. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Moore will throw. Makes the catch. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
The Ducks will try to pin them back with the punt. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. Wants to throw on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long.
42 Spider. 42 Spider.
After the incompletion, they go back up top. Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28. Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. He's looking downfield to throw. Finds his man. It's London. He got it out to the 34-yard line. Not enough for the first down. Let's see if they punt it away. And the Broncos line up to punt it away. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. He'll keep it himself. Oh, he's got some space. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. Guys, this one's going to go down as a nice win against a ranked opponent, and we didn't get the upset that many had thought we might.
No, they proved to the entire country watching this game that they are indeed the superior team. Offensively, defensively, running, throwing, whatever it is they wanted to get accomplished today in all 3 phases, David, they were better.
Yeah, and listen, at this point, I don't really care about the beauty contest. Like, your goal is to survive in advance. You played a really, really good opponent. You took care of business and continue to stay above them in the rankings, which is the only thing that matters at this point in the season. It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anymore.
The Ducks are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. They've converted every time on 4th down. 3 for 3 so far. They'll go for 4. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
And just leaving no doubt in this one, right? 4th down, they've got the lead, running the ball and picking up the first. They're going to ice this game, though.
You talk about 2-minute drills. This is how you...
Turning it on! Elevates over his man. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. And the Ducks pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Got enough space. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And may just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
And the extra point is good. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Back to throw, it's Landry. Finds a soft spot in the middle. There he goes! Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. First down for this offense. To the air on first down. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. With the clock running, this should be the final play. It's a lost cause, but they keep fighting. He's taking a deep shot. And that pass will be incomplete, and time has run out on this game. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, 2 really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other simply is not. And that demonstrated itself today. The higher-ranked team is a team with national championship aspirations. They've got so much talent. They look good today.
That's going to do it from here.